Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among the rolling hills, there lived a young man named Lee. Lee was known throughout the village for his restless mind. He was always thinking, analyzing and worrying about the past and the future. His mind was cluttered with thoughts, and he could never find peace. His family and friends tried hard to convince him not to waste his time thinking about the past and his future, and to focus on his present. One day, Lee heard about a renowned Zen master who lived on top of a distant mountain. The master was said to possess the secret to finding inner peace and tranquility. Intrigued, Lee decided to embark on a journey to seek the wisdom of the Zen master. After consulting with his family and friends, Lee decided to meet with the Zen master. After some days of arduous travel, Lee finally reached the top of the mountain. There, he found the Zen master sitting quietly, his eyes closed, in deep meditation. Lee approached the master and bowed respectfully. "Master," Lee said, "I have come seeking your guidance. My mind is restless, and I yearn for inner peace. Can you teach me how to empty my mind?" The Zen master opened his eyes and looked at Lee's face with a serene smile. "Empty your mind, you say? Very well, I will teach you," he replied to Lee, and indicated to a small courtyard adorned with a beautiful garden. In the center of the courtyard, there was a big stone pot filled with water. The Lee watched as the master picked up a bowl and dipped it into the big stone pot, scooping up a bowl full of water. He then poured the water into a smaller empty bowl. "Now, Lee," the master said, "your task is to empty the big stone pot. You must transfer all the water from the big stone pot to the smaller bowl without spilling a single drop." Lee looked at the task before him and felt puzzled. How could he possibly empty the entire big stone pot of water into such a small bowl? Nonetheless, he accepted the challenge and began scooping water from the pot for hours. Lee diligently scooped and poured, but no matter how hard he tried, the stone pot remained filled with water. Frustration crept into his heart and his mind, and mind became even more restless. The Zen master observed Lee's struggle with a compassionate gaze. He walked over and gently placed his hand on Lee's shoulder. "Lee, my dear son," the master said softly, "you are trying so hard to empty the big stone pot, but you have forgotten the first and most crucial step to empty the pot. You must first empty your mind." Lee looked at the master, his eyes filled with confusion. "Master, how do I empty my mind?" The master smiled warmly. "Let go of your worries, your fears, and your attachments," he said. "Focus only on the task at hand. Be fully present in this moment, and the rest will follow." Lee took a deep breath and let go of his frustration. He stopped trying so hard to empty the stone pot and instead focused on each scoop of water, savoring the sound and the sensation of it. Gradually, he entered a state of flow, his mind becoming clear and his movements effortless. As Lee emptied his mind, something miraculous happened. The stone pot seemed to respond to his newfound tranquility. With each scoop, the water flowed effortlessly into the smaller bowl, and the pot gradually emptied. Finally, Lee poured the last drop of water into the small bowl. He looked at the Zen master with amazement and gratitude. "You see, Lee," the master said, "when you empty your mind, you allow the universe to flow through you. You become one with the task at hand, and everything falls into place." Lee realized that true peace and clarity resided within him. All along from that day forward, he carried the wisdom of the Zen master in his heart, reminding. We often see in our lives that people are always fighting with a state of anxiety in their lives, and they are wandering here and there in search of peace. They do not know that the real peace is within them, but they are not able to achieve this peace by thinking about their past and the present. When we focus on the work we are doing in our present, we will never feel anxious and will be able to live our peaceful life like Lee did.